2018 will mark the 21st edition of the FIFA World Cup. Here to share his memories of the tournament is a former Soviet national team defender.
Sergei Baltacha, Spain, 1982. This was what I had dreamed about since I was 6 or 7 years old. Ever since I was a child, playing at the World Cup had been my dream. The team we had at the 1982 tournament was one of the strongest Soviet Union teams we'd had in decades. It was based around a group of 7 or 8 players from Dynamo Kiev. They were some of the best players in the Soviet Union. But there was also Dasaev, Kidiatulin from Spartak, and a number of Georgians like Sasha Chivadze and Ramaz Shengelia. Therefore, there were high expectations of us. Our fans expected good results.
Bronze medalists at the 1980 Moscow Olympics, the Soviets were drawn in the same group as New Zealand, Scotland and 3 times champions Brazil, who they faced in their opening game.
We didn't fear anyone. We knew we had good players, a strong game plan, and we were looking forward to the match. Unfortunately, the result didn't go our way. It was very disappointing. But I remember after the game we discussed the mistakes we'd made and how we would rectify them. By the time we faced New Zealand in our second game, we were better prepared. We knew how we wanted to play, and we knew we had to beat both New Zealand and Scotland to progress to the next round.
Despite this setback, the Soviets were imperious against the debutants New Zealand, with Baltacha scoring a milestone goal.
In that situation, I was just doing what every player in my position would have done. All I did was get myself into a position to score a goal. I ran into the penalty area as Blokhin crossed the ball. I saw it flying towards me, and I just made sure I got my foot to it. At the time, I didn't know that it was the 1100th goal, that it was a Jubilee goal. To play at the FIFA World Cup and to score a goal, that's something that not everyone can say they've done. To score a goal that's a milestone and something that I will always be connected to is an honor.
Runners-up to Brazil in their group, the Soviets qualified for the second round, where they were drawn in a group with Belgium and Poland. Following a narrow 1-0 win over the Belgians, the USSR faced Poland, knowing only a victory would secure their passage through to the semi-finals.
Even though we had outplayed the Belgians in our first game, we only beat them 1-0. Poland beat them 3-0. So they had the advantage going into the match. They knew a draw would be good enough for them to progress. Their game plan was simple. They put all 11 players behind the ball and let us come at them. They played defensively the entire match, and they only looked to counter-attack. It was a tough game for us, not just in terms of sport, but also politically. It was also hard for us to play other socialist countries like Poland, Hungary and Czechoslovakia, because they had the same competitive spirit we had. The matches were always tight. The game ended in a draw. For us, it was a missed opportunity. I regret that we didn't win that game. We were a good team, and I think there was an opportunity for us to progress further and even make the final. The World Cup final in Spain was probably one of the best in the tournament's history. It's a game that many people remember, And when I recall it, I remember watching at my house after we returned home. I had tears in my eyes. I thought we would be playing there. If we'd had a bit of luck, we would have been there taking part in the final. Watching it on my TV made me feel like I should have been on the pitch, that we would have been worthy finalists.